Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Yeah, good. Good.
Wait, Cage. Test 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very sorry. We had some major tech problems going on. We hope that you can hear us now. I think we have everything fixed. But right now, under 4 minutes to go in the first, the Colts lead the Bearcats 5-0. And this rivalry contest here, it's senior night inside of the Scotty Hamilton gym. And we apologize that the camera's being fuzzy, but it's all we got to work with right now. Shot put up and good. I couldn't see that one, Cage. Number 10, Kale Wolf gets his first bucket of the night.
Grafton's just lacking offensively once again.
And we talked in our pregame, but I don't think people could hear us. So I don't know. I'm a little flustered right now, Floyd.
Hey, we gotta get through these things, man. We're good.
I know. We've had an incredible season so far this year, and another shot. The Colts on fire here in the first half. That one good by Patrick Webster. And the Colts jump out to 11-0 lead here at the start. Not a good sign for this Grafton squad.
Not at all, man. This Grafton defense really has to step up, and they have to find an answer on offense.
And the Bearcats remain winless on the year so far, 0-15. And these two teams faced off earlier on the year on January 8th. The Colts came out on top. America shot wide. And the score of the last game was 57-43, so it was a pretty good contest. Ball out of bounds. And 11 unanswered points here in the first. Not a good sign if you're Coach Johnson.
Not at all. And Grafton sitting with 2 fouls. That's not something you want to see either. They're letting Philippi get their way down there in the paint a little bit.
And the seniors for tonight for the Bearcats include Ethan Dotson, Dylan America, Mason Markley, and Jaden Stemple. They were recognized before the game. Mayer inside, misses the open layup. Frustration on the Grafton bench.
Yeah, I mean, everyone in this gym feels a little frustrated coming out here on senior night, and you're giving up 11 points already. That's not the come you want so far.
And Tucker Stemple, good job batting the ball away, finds America down the court, and America's going to lay it in off the glass. The first points for the Bearcats come with under 2 minutes in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they just need to find Dylan America tonight. He's one of their best scorers, if not their best.
Tough shot there made by Malachi Poling. And just shooting the ball tonight, the Colts have been impressive.
Yes, they have 13 points in this first quarter. That is a lot of points in high school basketball.
Here's Ramazan. America takes it inside, tries to lay it in underhand, no good.
That's his specialty too, is getting to the rim.
Here are the Colts on the year 6-12, coming off a win last night against Lincoln. Good Euro step inside. Watson gets the shot to go. The Bearcats down 13. And a turnover Owen Nestor threw the ball away.
Yeah, turnovers has been a big problem for Grafton tonight, but they forced one of their own right there.
Struggled to get offensive rebounds as well, Flea. That's been another big factor that has limited the Bearcats.
Yeah, they've seen a heck of a lot of growth, though, from these young guys, Tucker Stemple, Jacob Moats. They're going to be really good players for Grafton in the upcoming years.
Here's Mayer. And America going to try to do it on his own. 3-ball off the back of the iron.
Grafton is just not buying a bucket right now. They can't buy one.
Corner 3, in and out for Watson. Excuse me, that's Talon Stout.
And Coach Johnson for Philip Barbour probably told this Philippi team to come out and play with a little bit of fire and knock these seniors off on senior night.
Mayer's shot no good. Poling tries to put a shot up short. That'll be the end of the first, and the Bearcats down 13. And Flea, since our pregame didn't get recorded, let's talk a little bit about this Bearcat squad. They've seen some growth off the bench with Tucker Stemple and Jacob Moats going into the year, and they've just trying to get better every day and do the best that they can. Their defense has improved, but they have struggled to generate any offense whatsoever. They had their best game, I think, against Fairmont Senior the other day. And Flea, what have been your takeaways so far?
I mean, for tonight, for sure, this Grafton team has just been lacking scoring efficiency. We saw against Fairmont Senior they struggled in that second quarter, and if they had a really big second quarter, they probably could have had a big chance to win that game. But tonight, only 2 points in that first quarter, and allowing 15, that's not what you want out of a first quarter in high school basketball.
No, definitely not, Flea. And I don't know. They've just seemed like they've struggled to find their rhythm. And I believe the wrestling team and the swim team are being recognized right now. I know we kind of missed that, but swim, they went to states a few days ago. They've been doing a great job. And wrestling also had 2 guys qualify to go to states in Huntington, Noah Nestor and Braxton Rush. So doing good things here at Grafton High School, man.
Pretty cool, man.
So from the field tonight, the Colts shooting 5 for 15, and the Bearcats, on the other hand, shooting 1 for 11 from the field. So not good numbers here for both teams, really, but the Bearcats especially, only hitting 1 shot so far at the start of the second quarter.
And Philippi's hit some big shots with 2 threes of their own tonight, so that's where this good efficiency from Philippi's coming.
Good defense from Nestor inside, turnaround shot, no good there from Carpenter. And a good offensive board in the corner, and Stout will step out of bounds.
Yeah, Grafton has 4 turnovers on the night, and Philippi has 2 of their own. If Grafton wants to, 5, excuse me. If Grafton wants to win this game, they just got to cut down turnovers, score at the other side of the court.
Stemple takes it inside. Off-balance shot is too short.
Yeah, he's a really good shot blocker. Tucker Stemple, that is. He's going to be good for this Grafton team in the coming years.
And Flea, you think about rivalry games. I mean, you never really know the outcome of them. It's really anybody's ball game, no matter the record, no matter how good or bad you've been playing. And I don't know. I really don't know. And another turnover there for the Bearcats.
Was that 6 of the night for Grafton?
Yeah. America blocks it off the glass, and you can feel the fire. He wants to win this game so bad, man. I mean, your senior year, haven't had a win this late into February. And how many? 3 wins last year for this Bearcats team?
They went 9-13.
They went 9-13. Yeah, I messed that one up. But Nestor's going to fall. He'll be fouled.
I mean, that block from Dylan America, man, oh my gosh.
Off the glass.
That was a heck of a block.
So if the Bearcats do win out, they can still, I mean, obviously they're going to have a chance anyway to make it to states if they win their game. You got to think they're going to be probably seeded last, but there's still a chance to the Bearcats to make a states run. Stemple drains the corner 3, his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, that might be the spark they needed. And it looks like Grafton's sitting in a little bit of a 1-2-2 man-up zone. I don't, or it's just man defense. I don't know what that was weird.
It was weird. Carpenter kicks corner, Stout up, in and out, and a good rebound there from Tucker Stemple.
Yeah, ever since Coach Johnson just got on them about boxing out, they've been rebounding the basketball pretty well.
Ramazan takes it inside, and good cross-body shot there from Grayson Ramazan. Gets the bucket to fall.
Yeah, and Grayson Ramazan is one of those players, he's really good as a starter, but I feel like he is better off the bench. He gives you that spark as a sixth man.
Inside, turnaround shot. Can he put it up? And Dayton Morrison will be fouled, and he will head to the line to shoot 2.
Philippi has some pretty big bodies on their team too.
Yeah.
Looking at John McGee, I mean, 6'6", and he's a pretty big guy. We saw him in warm-ups shooting around a little bit.
We'll see if he checks into the game later or not. Mason Markley will check in for the Bearcats, and Malachi Poling and Patrick Webster will also check in for the Colts. And they got their own board there. Offensive rebound, shot put up, no good from Bailey. The Bearcats down by 8. Found a little bit of a spark. Corner, Stemple again. This time, he will be fouled, and he's going to shoot 3.
That's a really big momentum swing for Grafton there, to somehow get out of there with no buckets for Philippi when they're shooting 2 and get to the board. And now you're shooting 3 of your own. This could be a 3-point swing for Grafton.
And Stemple drains that one. Once again, we'd like to apologize for our technical difficulties we had coming into the game. Hopefully we got those fixed, but lane violation is called.
Yeah, they didn't call lane violation. I'm pretty sure they thought he was shooting 2, but he's shooting 3, so.
Yeah, that's my bad.
The players got confused.
I was
there.
not looking. And we got that one to go. 3 for 3 from the line.
Stemple leading the way with 6 tonight. He needs to have a big game if Grafton wants a chance to win it.
Here's Bailey at the top of the key. Patrick Webster with the ball, knocked out by America. Logan Watson will check in for Philip Barbour.
Grafton has pretty solid intensity on defense. We just saw Dylan America try to get his team fired up there, and little things like that on the court can help you win a ball game.
It's the little things that really add up.
Basketball is a game about fundamentals.
Shot no good from Patrick Webster, and rebounded by the Bearcats. They've cut into the 11-0 lead. Only down by 5. America, 3 off the front of the rim.
That would have been one of those shots where the coach calls a timeout just to cool them off.
And good finesse move there from Kale Wolf. And he gets another bucket.
Yeah, Philippi got a break there from that missed Dylan America 3-pointer.
Markley corner kicks. Stemple drains another 3 in the corner. His second 3-ball of the game. He's got 9 on the night. Tucker Stemple showing some momentum.
Yeah, we really don't see him shoot the outside shot that much, but when he does, he can make it. And we're seeing that tonight, leading the way with 9.
Step back shot, no good for Webster. Excuse me, Poling.
This would be a really big confidence booster for Grafton if they can pull this off somehow.
Yeah, it'd be a good time for them to strike. Here's Markley.
Like the players say, if they get one, man, they could get hot at the right time and potentially make a run somehow.
Moats and Dotson check in for the Bearcats, and Landon Carpenter checks in for the Colts. And fully looking at the schedule, only 2 home games remain for the Bearcats, and I think they've got a couple more away. This Thursday, taking on East Fairmont at home, and on Saturday, taking on Hampshire. So not too many games left on the year. Shot good by Markley, and that cuts the lead to just 2.
Yeah, this Grafton team has been playing really good out of the first quarter. Coach Johnson gave them a pretty good talk, you can tell, scoring 13 out of the first quarter.
Wolf. Good defense from the Bearcats. Shot put up. No good for Malachi. And here comes America.
This could be big for Grafton if they capitalize here.
Dotson.
And Dotson can take those threes. He has a really good jump shot.
America, corner three, got it! Dylan America strikes with a 3-ball, and the Bearcats take the first lead of the night.
16-2 run for Grafton right now. This place is getting loud, man.
And you love to see it. Carpenter inside, and he's going to be fouled by Ethan Dotson. Good job there from Carpenter. Stay aggressive and draw the contact, and he's going to head to the free throw line.
Yeah, good from Carpenter to hold on to the ball there and just use his strength and get down there. Really good play.
Carpenter gets that one to go. The Bearcats looking a little sluggish in the first quarter, but they turned it around here in the second. And Carpenter gets that one to roll in, down by 1. And a timeout on the floor, 2:08 left to go in the second quarter. The Bearcats down by 1. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back in here to the Scotty Hamilton Gym. And I forgot to mention the head coaches for tonight's matchup. Grafton, coached by Mike Johnson, a graduate of Fairmont State University. He has been leading this program for 10 years. And Philip Barbour, coached by Marcus Johnson, very similar names. He's also a graduate of Fairmont State University. This is his 19th year at the head coach position at Philip Barbour.
And these two coaches seem like they're friends because I saw them talking to each other on the Philippi bench before this game.
You know they are, man. Rivalry teams, coaches are always good friends, and both Johnsons, really great guys.
Yes, they are.
Wonder if they're related. They might be. I don't know.
Hey, we could ask Coach Johnson.
He probably does. I don't know. Under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Can the Bearcats go on a run before halftime?
Philippi sitting in a 2-3.
Moats, 3-ball, up and drains it. Jacob Moats.
That's what the outcome of a 2-3 zone could be. You could either disrupt the pass lanes or you can have a wide open 3 like that.
And Jacob Moats scores his first points of the night. And a big bucket at that. And a foul is called.
And man, if Grafton pulls this off tonight, Philippi will be hearing about this from the Grafton students for quite a while.
You're exactly right, Flea. Yeah. The Bearcats 21, the Colts 19. Here's Moats.
Philippi still sitting in their 2-3 zone.
Good find. Can't find Markley inside, and that's a Bearcats turnover. Running the floor, here's Webster.
That's where a 2-3 zone can be really good, is for the passing lanes, and Grafton likes to pass the ball a lot.
Poling has it, defended well by Stemple. Inside shot, Watson up, no good, rebounded by Malachi. Poling put back up, and a foul is called underneath. Another foul called there for Tucker Stemple. That's his second of the game.
Coach Johnson, he did not like that call at all.
Poling at the line, gets that one to go. And Jaden Stemple will check in for Tucker Stemple.
And if Grafton can just keep the same intensity they had in the second quarter throughout the whole second half, they have a really high chance of winning this game.
Poling gets that one to go. He's got 4 on the night. all tied up. The Bearcats swinging the basketball around the top of the key.
That's most likely why Philippi is in this zone, because if they ran man, their players would get gassed and have no stamina.
Stemple inside, in traffic, Moats. The Bearcats throwing the ball back and forth. Dotson, corner three, bounces off the rim. Rebounded by Poling, under 10 seconds. Find inside to Wolf, and Wolf will draw the foul and make the shot, so he's going to head to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
It feels like whenever something is going Grafton's way, it just
Yeah,
goes right back down the mountain.
and like you said, I mean, they've had moments this year where they have done great things, but they have just struggled to maintain consistency in any aspect of the ball. The shot there good by Patrick Webster, and we are going to go into halftime. The Philip Barbour Colts lead by 4. We'll have some halftime coverage coming up next. Stay with us here on the Grafton Sports Network. And welcome back in here just before halftime. Guys, what have you seen? Cage, what have you seen in particular in this game so far today?
I have definitely seen hustle and aggression towards the ball on both sides.
Yeah.
I mean, turnovers left, right from both sides, and they're not even selfish turnovers either. They're both just either steals or pass deflections is all I've seen. And definitely Grafton stepping up in their shooting right now in the second quarter. First quarter was rough, and if Grafton can carry this momentum through the whole game, I think they have a chance to win tonight.
You know, and usually they get down on themselves when they can't get back in the game, but they've come in, they took the lead there. It was 18-18 for a little bit, now down by 4. Flea, what have been your takeaways so far?
I mean, it's been Grafton's defense in that second quarter, man. They only had Philippi to 10 points instead of 15, and their turnovers hasn't not been that bad at all tonight, only with 7 turnovers on the night. So if they keep that in check, under 15 at least, really good chance to win this game.
Yeah, and looking point-wise, Tucker Stemple leading the way for the Bearcats. He's got 9. Jacob Motes has 3, Dylan America 5, Mason Markley 2, and Grayson Ramazan has 2. And for the Colts, Kale Wolf has 7 on the night, Landon Carpenter 6, Patrick Webster 5, Malachi Poling 4, and Logan Watson has 2. And it's going to be a good contest here towards the end. And Grafton, we'll see how they play coming out of halftime. This is a rivalry game. They've already played each other once this year, and the Colts came out on top.
Philippi's still sitting in their 2-3 zone. This is going to be hard for Grafton to break since they like to pass the ball a lot.
Good play from Wolf to break up the pass and take the ball away.
Yeah, Philippi's really good with their hands. I mean, they don't get a lot of turnovers, don't force a lot, but they like to use their hands and deflect balls out of bounds like Cage said earlier.
We've seen some good ball movement here from the Bearcats in the first half.
And America probably could have had a shot there if he really wanted to.
You can feel he wants to take that shot, man.
Yes, he does. He can hit him. We've seen him hit him.
I don't know. My basketball coaches have always taught me when you pass, you need to pass with intent. You need to be going somewhere with the ball. And it looks like the Bearcats can't find anything but America. He tries a 3 off the front of the rim.
Yeah, going back to that pass with intent, you got to know what you're going to do with the ball. You have to make your move before you get the ball. I mean, basketball's a mind game. Every sport is a mind game. You got to know what you're going to do.
Logan Watson kicks in the corner. Kale Wolf, 3-ball. Just a bit off.
And if Grafton can pick up 6 points here, their momentum, man. Take the lead in the third. Preston flashbacks.
Stemple, another corner 3. This time no good. Fight for the rebound. Colt basketball.
Good hustle from Jacob Motes. 5'10" guard getting down there, doing the dirty work for his team.
And he's been a good factor for this Bearcat squad. Stepped up in a big way. And only a sophomore, so he's got room to grow.
And you can tell that these Grafton players don't want to lose on senior night. If they want to win a game, it's especially this one on senior night against their rivals.
Webster pull-up jumper, too much power. Motes, 3 off the wing. Got it. Jacob Motes drains the 3-ball to get some life back into this Bearcat squad. And they are down by 1 with just about 6 minutes left to go in the third.
Yeah, really good shot there from Jacob Motes. He had a solid 13 points against Fairmont Senior, and he can score on any given night anyway.
And I'm telling you, Flea, if they played like they did against Fairmont Senior every game of the year, they would have some wins on their record.
They would have a good amount of wins, if not a lot. I mean, they would have over 8 wins, in my opinion, for sure. They'd that Fairmont Senior game, that wasn't a team that had 0 wins. That was a team that wanted to prove something. They proved something that game.
And they played with aggression. They played really solid as a unit. And I think that's been their biggest downfall this year is they haven't really been cohesive. They haven't played as a team. It's just been kind of stagnant offensive-wise. And they've started to find their rhythm. Stemple underneath, good find from Oates, and Tucker Stemple lays it in off the glass. 11 points for him on the night.
Yeah, really good 2 players that is. We talked to Coach Johnson in our little huddle podcast, and he told us that the sophomore class is going to be special.
And Watson tries to find Webster underneath, and he will be fouled by Dylan America.
Good hustle there from America. He was just a little late to swipe from the ball. That's what getting behind a defender can do to you.
Dylan America, a senior. He's been a leader for this Bearcats team and in football as well. All-state player. Broke a lot of records in football this year.
Grafton sitting in their well-known man-to-man defense, and it's working pretty well for them right now, allowing 0 points in 3 minutes.
Malachi Poling pulls up, long range. Bucket is good. Good shot there from Malachi Poling, his 7th point of the night. Mayer stumbles, hangs on, and a jump ball will be called.
You like to see Grafton pushing the tempo, but if they don't know what they're going to do with the ball, going back to that, it's going to be hard to push tempo down there. Mayer just looked like he wasn't expecting the ball and tripped on it.
Not too many turnovers tonight. What do we have turnover-wise on the night, Flea?
For Grafton, they still have 7, but for Philippi, they have 4, so it's not been a lot of turnovers at all.
It's been a pretty clean game. Poling, Watson pulls up beyond the arc. No good, rebounded by Moats.
And this could be one of those games that come down to the last shot.
Markley inside in traffic, gets the shot to go, and Mason Markley scores underneath, and it's all tied up once again.
And in my opinion, Mason Markley is probably one of their best on-ball defenders. He plays his role really well for Grafton.
Poling underneath, kicks to Carpenter on the other block. And Watson makes a man miss off balance, foul called underneath. And this one will be on Jacob Moats.
Yeah, and that really led to Tucker Stemple leaving his feet. He is a really good shot blocker, but you shouldn't be leaving your feet when a player's trying to take a 3-ball that deep.
Logan Watson at the line, the 6-foot senior. Up and good.
Man, I'm getting Liberty vibes from this. I'm feeling like a last shot's going to decide this game, and it's a pretty scary feeling as a player.
I'm telling you, man, that Liberty game, that was a fun one to call.
Yes, it was. Literally came down to the last possession.
It did. So Watson, good from the free throw line. Got them both. And the Colts up by 2.
And this Grafton team, they really don't have anything to lose anymore. They can only get 4 wins max on the season, so they're going to play with everything they got and try to knock off anyone they can.
Mayer in traffic, kicks to America. Ball, too much power. And I feel like Dylan is just, he hasn't found his rhythm this year.
Not at all. I mean, we saw him put up 12 points against Lewis County in 1 quarter, but he just got a little cold after that. They figured him out, and if they figure out one of your best players, it's going to be a long night for you.
And this team has talent. They've just struggled to use it.
And Coach Johnson for Philip Barbour told us that their chemistry has gotten a lot better, and I've for sure seen that tonight. They're playing on the same page, hitting their shots. Had a really big first quarter, and that's why they're in the lead right now.
And when you haven't won a game all year, that affects you mentally as well. I mean, that has big tolls on how you play in every game. When you know you haven't won, it's hard to play basketball like that, man.
Yeah, but if you get a win, it's a confidence booster, if anything. Philippi's still in this 2-3 zone, and they're really disciplined about it. You can see that they're staying in their set zones. They're not moving a lot. It's really hard to break.
And we've seen a different type of ball movement tonight from the Bearcats that we haven't seen in recent games, Flea.
Yeah, I mean, they're moving the ball a lot because they're not getting manned up every play. And those teams that they played, the other Big Ten teams, like Fairmont Senior, play that man-to-man deny ball defense, and that's really hard to get off passes and get open looks on.
Ethan Dotson will check in for the Bearcats. One of 4 seniors here tonight on senior nights. The others include Dylan America, Mason Markley, and Jaden Stemple.
And Ethan Dotson is one of those players that can come off the bench and get you a really big shot in a big time. So we could see him get a shot here, if anything.
Dotson in the corner. Masters finds Stemple inside and can't get around the defender. A turnover for the Bearcats.
8th of the night for the Bearcats. They just not a lot of off-ball movement on offense for Grafton.
Yeah, kind of stationary passing and hasn't really opened any lanes of scoring.
Yeah, exactly. Hasn't really led to much. But if they know how to, if they can learn how to move in this fourth quarter, should be a tight finish here in the Trotty Hamilton.
Carpenter. Watson thought about it. Takes it inside. Tough shot, and it falls for Logan Watson. 6 points for him tonight. Off balance shot. It's a tricky one to make.
Yeah, it is. Any shot off balance. Any shot in the paint against a taller player is really hard to make.
Bearcats down by 4. Pull up. Jumper. America. No good. Bailey to Poling.
Only 12 combined turnovers in this game tonight.
Poling, clean jump shot. Gets his own rebound. Drives inside. Left-hand layup off the glass for Malachi Poling. And the Colts going on a run. Can they be stopped?
Yeah, this is what they needed in the end of the third quarter. Probably one of the most important quarters in basketball.
Under 10 seconds. Cross court. Dotson, corner 3, put up, and just off the mark. So at the end of the third, the Bearcats down by 6, 28-34. We've got the final quarter of play coming up here on the Grafton Sports Network. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us. And the Taylor County FFA chapter is hosting their annual ham, bacon, and egg sale on March the 21st, just outside of the Scotty Hamilton Gym in the Commons area. Buyer's reception starts at 6:30 and the sale begins at 7. Once again, that's March the 21st here at Grafton High School. Make sure to go check it out. They do a great job over there with that. Start of the fourth quarter. The Bearcats sluggish in the first quarter. They turn it around. There's been a few lead changes, a few ties in the game so far, and the Bearcats just have to finish out strong, Flea, which is something they've struggled to do all season long.
Yeah, they need a big fourth quarter here, almost like the second quarter where they scored 19 points and only allowed 10. That would be a really big turnaround for this Grafton team.
Can the Bearcats finish out with their first win of the year? Mark Lee.
Grafton players looking a little timid to shoot. I mean, they haven't been hitting that much, but this team can shoot.
Mayer finds the pass to Stemple. Reverse layup inside for Jaden Stemple, and it falls. He's fouled, and he's going to head to the line.
That was a really good play from Jaden Stemple, just using his big frame and big body. Quick first step for him. Good play from him there.
And the free throw falls. 14 points for Jaden Stemple. And that was a heck of a shot there. Reverse layup, fouled and one.
I mean, he was on the baseline. He was getting hugged on the baseline too, so that was a really tough make for him there.
And he's a player that has played basketball before. Didn't play for about 2 years, I think. Played his freshman year. Came back his senior year. And he's been playing pretty well for the Bearcats.
Yeah, I talked to some of the players in school. They say he is one of the hardest workers you'll find on the basketball court. And that's what you want to have on a team, a senior with good passion and good leadership like Jaden Stemple.
great positivity as well. He's a really great guy. And trying to force a turnover there. Bailey. And Wolf guarded by Ramazan. Those two are friends. And a timeout called in the corner by Coach Marcus Johnson. 6:56 left to go in the fourth. And the Bearcats down by 3. And for the Bearcats, Jaden Stemple, 14 points for him tonight, leading the way. Actually, well,
Tucker Stemple.
Tucker Stemple.
Yeah.
I think I wrote that down wrong. Man, the Stemples confused me, man. How many? Stemple's got 3. Does he have 3 on the night? Cage, you got to double check me on that, but I think he's got 3 on the night.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has 3, but that 3 points came at a really big time for Grafton, trying to crawl their way back up.
Carpenter, and he finds John McGee underneath. Excuse me, that's Dayton Morrison. That's his first bucket of the night.
Philippi still sitting in this unbreakable 2-3 zone.
And here are the Bearcats. Down by 5.
There's just not a lot of off-ball movement for Grafton at the moment.
Ramazan, 3 ball, no good. Tough rebound from Mayer, and he's going to be fouled by Dayton Morrison.
Heck of a board there from Jonathan Mayer. He came out of nowhere. I didn't even see that coming. That was a heck of a play from the junior.
Pat Webster will check in for Philip Barbour. And here's the inbound play. Markley has it.
I always say inbounding the ball in basketball in like a high-pressure situation, it's probably the hardest thing to do in basketball.
It's like a set piece in soccer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My bad. It counts, but it just counts, honestly.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to do. I mean, you're starting. There's no momentum, and you're just kind of starting with no room to work. But a foul was called, and the Bearcats get it. Ramazan inside. Good composure there from Stemple to kick it back out.
Yeah, that was a really risky pass, too. I do not know how he found Grayson Ramazan through all the trouble.
Markley's pass is tipped. America fouled. Shot won't go, but he will have a chance to get 2 points.
Yeah, Grafton not out of this game by any means at all. 5 points in high school basketball. Not a lot at all, but you got that running clock, and you got to wonder if Philippi's going to take their time down the court.
America at the line, and he misses that one. He's got 5 on the night. And he drains that one. And Dylan America is someone that the Bearcats are going to miss a lot next year. And a timeout called by Coach Johnson. 5:36 left to go in the fourth. 1 minute timeout. We'll be right back. And just a reminder, if you like what you see here tonight, make sure to go check out our own YouTube page at the Grafton Sports Network, where we post weekly podcasts breaking down Grafton and WVU sports. We just released one today, Flea. Oh, man, he's muted.
Yeah, we did. My bad. I forgot I was muted there. It was a pretty good episode.
It was a good episode. sometimes we do special guests. Sometimes me and you just sit down and we just talk about Grafton sports. And there's been a lot to talk about recently. The Lady Bearcats just wrapped up their season, only one loss, going 20-1, and they are the #1 seed, Big Ten champions. They're going to have a chance to make it to states and maybe have a good run. And maybe we're calling a regional game too, Flea. I don't know. We will see. And here's the inbound. Bearcats down by 4.
That regional game, that atmosphere in here would be crazy. One game away from states, 1 seed against a good North Marion or Weir team. Be fun to do.
I mean, you saw how crazy it was in here against that Southern Maryland team. That was their only loss of the year. I think we had over 1,000 viewers in that game, but good showing. Underneath, Wolf's layup, no good.
Grafton bought a break there. I mean, holy.
Yeah, Cale Wolf's that had a pretty good night tonight, 7 points for him. Cross court, America. And you're right, Flea, the Bearcats have been hesitant to shoot the ball tonight.
Yeah, but they got to get these shots up pretty quick because there is no shot clock. And they only have limited possessions in high school basketball.
America finally tries a 3. Just won't fall. Out of bounds. And it'll be Colt basketball. And the Grafton bench not liking that one.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't see it, so I don't know why.
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you. But, hey, they're just trying to get a call late in the game and somehow get this win.
And the atmosphere inside the Scotty Hamilton Gym, not what you want it to be during a rivalry game. And kind of disappointing from the fans, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to get your fans engaged in a game when a team has 0 wins. It's not.
It is very hard, and it's very understandable as well. Tough shot there made by Patrick Webster. And he just found a lane and took it. 7 points for him tonight.
Philippi has ran a 2-3 almost all night. It looks like they're switching to man.
Moats, one-hand floater off of the backboard, and it's good. Good shot there, off balance for Jacob Moats.
Grafton needs a really good defensive possession here. And if they get a bucket on the other side of the floor, they're back in the game.
There we go. Moats, open lane, takes it inside and lays it in off the glass. And Jacob Moats, 10 points for him tonight. The Bearcats now down by 2, polling on the other end. No good. Mayer trying to get the rebound, and a jump ball is called. And now a foul is called from the referee. Wow, Flea.
Talking about the atmosphere, fans are loving it now.
The mood shift.
I mean, what, 20 seconds ago, down 6? Now we're down what? 2, my gosh,
yeah.
Holy. It is not our night tonight, man.
And that foul was called on Landon Carpenter.
Philippi has 5 fouls.
They have 5 teams fouls, so the Bearcats will head to the line. Jonathan Mayer, we'll see what he can do. And no good. Bearcats desperately needed that shot. Mason Markley checks in. Mayer, he's got no points on tonight. And he drains that one. Down by 1. Can the Bearcats hold the Colts in this rivalry contest and come out with their first win of the year?
Grafton still sitting in their man. You got to be really disciplined to do that, and they got a lot of it tonight.
And they played pretty good defense. Haven't forced a lot of turnovers, but they made it count. Polling inside, underneath, fouled, and the shot is good.
That was a heck of a take in crunch time for Malachi Poland. That's what you want to see out of your star player.
11 points for him tonight.
Stepping up at a big time.
And free throw is way off. And that is Tucker Stemple's 3rd foul of the night. We'll see if that comes into play later in the game.
See, if I'm Coach Johnson, I'm not subbing him out with 3 minutes left. I'm going to let him play it out.
Not a chance.
Especially he's your leading scorer with 14 tonight, 2 blocks of his own, so he's having a heck of a night. You got to keep him in there.
Under 3 minutes to go. The Bearcats down by 3.
And they don't need a 3 right now, but a 3 would be really helpful for this Grafton team.
And Moats throws a contested pass underneath and right to Malachi Poling. It just seems like the Bearcats have struggled to finish out games, Flea.
Yeah, they get so close. I mean, go back to that Fairmont Senior game. They were down 4 going into the fourth quarter, and they just couldn't pull away.
Good pressure from Moats on Wolf, but he still hangs on to the ball. And finally, Marcus Johnson forced to call a timeout. The Colts lead by 3. 2:23 left to go. Can the Bearcats come out on top? Find out. And welcome back in. The Bearcats had some momentum and down by 3 now. 2:23 left to go in the fourth. Flea, what needs to happen for this Bearcat squad to get a win?
They need a really big stop here. I mean, this is the stop you need in a game. This is the stop that coaches preach about in a game, a stop to win the game. And, I mean, let's see if Grafton's defense, which has been pretty solid tonight, can step up in a big moment.
It's going to come down to the wire here inside of the Scotty Hamilton Gymnasium. And we'll see what happens. Carpenter inside, turnaround shot. No good, and Tucker Stemple lost the ball, touched by Poling, so it will stay with the Bearcats.
I mean, man, we're getting really excited right now. I almost feel like we're a part of the team, dude.
I know.
I mean,
we've seen this team face so much adversity and struggle this whole year, and they have a real chance here with under 2 minutes to go in this rivalry game. America thought about the 3, and just looks like he's unconfident in his shot.
yeah, I mean, they haven't really hit good shots tonight. I mean, they have hit good shots, but they just haven't taken the opportunity. And
He's finally going to try one. Top of the key, and America drains it. Dylan America, one of the most clutch shots of his career. He's going to tie the ball game up with 1:38 left to go in the fourth. Timeout called by Mike Johnson, and we're all tied up. 1 minute timeout. We'll be right back. And Dylan America with a very clutch shot. He's got 9 points on the night, and that might be the spark the Bearcats needed to finish this game out.
Yeah, that's the shot your star player has to make in these moments. We saw Malachi Poling do it down there on the other end for Philippi, and Dylan America just did it for Grafton tonight.
And Cage told me there he's 2 for 9 from beyond the arc, but he hit a clutch shot there, and that's about as good as it gets.
And people at home, if we get a little loud here, I mean, you guys gotta think what's in play. Grafton's first win all year.
Got to understand.
I mean, we're part of this team basically right now, dude.
I mean, we've watched this team go through 15 games without a win, and the chances of one tonight are alive. Moats and Markley trying to force the turnover, and the Colts back on it. America knocks the ball out, and it's getting tense. And here come the Bearcats. They've got some time.
See, I'm gonna hold for a little bit if I'm Grafton here. Try and get a last shot opportunity because you can force overtime, and the fans and Scotty Hamilton up on their feet.
Under a minute to go. Tied up. Moats beyond the arc. 3 ball. And it won't bounce in. Rebounded by Stemple underneath. And a foul is called And Tucker Stemple's going to head to the free throw line with a chance to take the lead.
Dude. Wow, dude. I love basketball when it's like this. This is what fans want to see, and we're getting a really good game tonight here in the Scotty Hamilton.
I tell you, it's so exciting, and Stemple drains it.
Been their best player tonight, leading the way with 15, two shot blocks of his own.
I think he's got 13 Flea, and he hits both of them. Big shots there from Tucker Stemple, and the Bearcats lead by 2 with 47 seconds left to go in the fourth. Stay with us here on the Grafton Sports Network.
Listen, we were there with Grafton. No.
All right, it is getting tense inside of the Scotty Hamilton gym. Flea, what are your thoughts right now, man?
Dude, I feel like I'm as excited as the players right now. I don't even have any thoughts. Grafton, if they can just pull away somehow, keep this 2-point lead with 47 seconds left, do nothing that not smart on defense, they can come out of here with a big rivalry win tonight.
Calm down, Flea. Calm down, Flea. The game's not over yet. Cage, what are your thoughts so far, man?
Let's get this game going.
All right. And a lot of excitement built up here at the GSN table. Poling underneath, and the shot is good from Malachi Poling. 13 for him tonight, and it's all tied up once again.
Grafton should slow down tempo here, take last shot of the game.
I think you're right, Flea. Can they hold the ball for 30 more seconds?
I like my odds in overtime if I'm the coach here.
I agree with that. Don't need to take any shots. You don't need to. A turnover for Mayer. Carpenter the other way. Poling on it. Will the Colts take the last shot of the game? Foul is called on the floor.
I can see what Mayer was trying to do there, but that lane was slim to no lane. I do not know why he forced that pass in there.
And a foul. Timeout called on the floor. And honestly, that foul was not a bad foul because they're not going to head to the free throw line.
Not a bad foul.
Slow
at
down
all.
the momentum.
No, they have 2 fouls to give, so it's honestly what they have to do.
13 seconds left to go. All tied up. And the Bearcats have a real shot here. It will be Colts basketball when we come back, but if the Bearcats can force a quick turnover, they have a chance to run the floor and score a point in transition.
We always talk to each other. We want to do one of these close games.
This is it. This is it,
Hey,
man.
and all we had to go through today, through the mics, the PC glitching on us.
I'm telling you guys, we had a heck of a time
The
figuring
password
stuff out.
not working.
Password didn't work. It was a rough day for us here at the Grafton Sports Network, but we've got an exciting game and a rivalry game at that too, Flea. And these two teams faced off earlier in the year, and Philip Barbour came out on top 57-43. It was not as close as this game, but if we go into overtime, who knows what can happen.
Yeah, Grafton just has to play really good defense here, be disciplined. Don't jump for anything if I'm Grafton, no matter what. Even if it's in the paint, stay on your feet. Even if it's outside the arc, stay on your feet. They just have to know the fundamentals of basketball, stay disciplined, and they have a really good shot of winning this game in overtime.
Underneath, here's the inbound for the Colts. Wolf throws it up to Watson. Webster. Under 10 seconds. The Colts are going to try to take the last shot. Watson. Tipped by Markley. Shot put up. Webster. In and out. No good. And we're heading into overtime here inside of the Scotty Hamilton Gymnasium. 42-42. The score at the end of the game. At the end of regulation, at least. And we're going to see some overtime play here. We'll be right back on the Grafton Sports Network. you're good.
We're getting a little excited here, but
that's not often we get an overtime game.
not at all. Thank you to MJ here for telling us the overtime rules. So fouls do stay the same. They have a tip-off in the center of the court, and there is 4 minutes of play, so anything can happen in 4 minutes. Grafton is in the bonus. They got to keep that in mind, and they have 2 fouls to give, so that could come down in the stretch really big for this Grafton squad if they want to come out of here.
A lot of time with 4 minutes left to go. And looking at some stats for tonight, Jacob Moats, 10 points. Dylan America, 9. Markley, 4. And Tucker Stemple, I believe, has 13. Meanwhile, for the Colts, Logan Watson, 6. Patrick Webster has 7. Malachi Poling, 13. Kale Wolf, 7. Landon Carpenter, 6. They've had scoring all around the board tonight. And it's going to be a good contest here in overtime in this rivalry Big Ten matchup between the Philip Barbour Colts and the Grafton Bearcats. And really, both teams just have to find some composure. And here's the tip. The Bearcats will get it. That's a good sign.
Jacob Moats has a quiet 10 for Grafton tonight.
And the crowd getting loud here inside of Scotty Hamilton.
This is what you love to see, man.
Here's Moats. Markley inside, shot up, and it rolls in for Mason Markley. And a clutch shot. And the Bearcats are going to take the lead by 2. Markley has 6 on the night.
Yeah, really good shot for Mason Markley. He had really good composure down there in the paint.
And the Colts are feeling the pressure. Carpenter inside, fouled, and 1. And Carpenter's going to head to the line, maybe to make it a 3-point
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul was called. And, wow, man, I am just so disoriented. And that was a huge call for this Bearcats team.
Yeah, that was a bailout.
I thought they originally called it a foul on the Bearcats.
No, Darren, the referee here, really good guy. He's pretty sure he's the owner of the bridge. He called an offensive foul. Looked like he saw someone set their feet, and that's what Grafton needs.
Stemple underneath, wide open, and he can't get the layup to go. And that's one he's going to wish he had back, Philippe.
Yeah, he's having a heck of a game tonight. But high-pressure situations, I mean, it's one of the hardest things to do in basketball.
You lose the fundamentals.
A wide-open layup.
Wolf beyond the arc, deep 3. No good, board by America. Moats.
No.
Open. Moats hangs on, underneath, shot put up, and he's fouled. Jacob Moats is going to head to the free throw line.
And Cage, you did not like that one, man.
Man, I haven't been this excited in a long time, guys.
I know we don't have that good a flow tonight, but
listen, man, this isn't as professional as we usually are, but I'm telling you, we needed this game.
Yes, we did.
And we're coming off a good run with the Lady Bearcats, and there's a shot by Moats. You'd love to see it. And now the Bearcats up by 2 scores. Watson. And he's going to be fouled by Markley.
That's actually a really
good
smart
foul.
foul, yeah, because he had a wide open layup there. Smart play from Mason Markley. That's a player that will do anything for his team to win.
And he stepped up in a big way this year, a senior. He also hadn't played basketball in a few years and comes back this year. He's made an impact on the roster, doing some great things. Wolf underneath, almost didn't get it off. Webster.
Malachi Poling, he's their shot maker. Can he step up big for Philippi here?
Watson, deep, no good. Board for the Bearcats.
And Philippi's gone cold. That's what Grafton wants to have. That offensive foul could have been a big game time swing for him.
Under 2 minutes to play in overtime. The Bearcats need to slow down tempo and just control the basketball. And if they could get a win here on senior night, it would be incredible. Moats takes it, fouled. And Jacob Moats will head back to the charity stripe. And Moats having a heck of a game tonight. He's got 12.
Once again, a quiet 12. I mean, 12 points is 12 points.
And this one in and out. And in for the Colts, Adam Bailey, the 6-foot senior, checks in. And here's Moats again. Big shot for Jacob Moats. Brings his total to 13 on the night. And that brings the Bearcats within 5. Shot Poling up. No good. And a good rebound for Tucker Stemple, using his size to control the basketball.
And Philippi might have to start fouling here.
Moats finds Markley. They've got some space and a foul. Logan Watson will be called. Had to give a foul there to Markley, who's going to head to the free throw line.
And smart for Markley to hold up the ball there because he had Jonathan Mayer wide open down in the paint. But that's a really good heads-up play from Mason Markley.
And here's Mason Markley. And he drains the first one. Now up by 6.
Mason Markley always tells me, don't let them get one, and they're on a really good path here to get their one.
Just under a minute in overtime. Carpenter pulls up, air ball. Good rebound from Poling, he saves it. In the corner, shot put up, and it's drained by Logan Watson, and he's got 9, a timeout called. The Colts down by 3 with 45 seconds left to go in overtime. Stay with us. And excitement building here inside the Scotty Hamilton Gymnasium at Grafton High School. Overtime, the Bearcats leading by 3 over their rivals, the Philip Barbour Colts. And it's been back and forth contest all night tonight.
Yes, it has, man. This is what you want out of a rivalry game. 3 points. Grafton is up by an overtime, 48-45.
And the Bearcats started out this game down 11 points, and they have fought their way back and battled hard tonight.
Yeah, that first quarter was pretty rocky for Grafton.
Philip Barbour sitting at 6 wins, 12 losses, and the Bearcats no wins on the year. Markley will be fouled again by Adam Bailey, and he's going to head to the line. They are in the bonus.
And we always talk about you don't want to be that team that is a team's only win. I mean, this Philippi team, if Grafton pulls this off, are going to be distraught tonight.
And it rolls in for Markley. Bearcats up by 4. Can he get the second one to go? Just off. America tried to get the rebound, tipped by Stemple, then tipped by America. And it'll stay with the Colts. And you can feel the energy. The Bearcats desperately want this win.
You know who's been the most energetic tonight? MJ, dude.
MJ
has been getting excited.
MJ has been getting very excited. Shout out to MJ. Does some good photography. And here's Poling, slips. Jump ball called. Possession arrow is with PB. Pat Webster.
Something that annoys me. I see on the scoreboard under their name that little arrow. They never fix it, so you don't really know who has possession arrow until the ref says it.
That is true. And we can't see the table from here, but Moats gets on the basketball, and he will be fouled. And he's going to head to the free throw line. It's been him and Markley at the free throw line here in overtime.
hey, there might not be a lot of them, but the students at Grafton tonight made their presence known in that late fourth quarter and overtime.
And they certainly did, Flea. And if Moats hits these, they have a good shot at coming away with a win just off the front of the rim. Moats will get another crack at it. And he drains that one. Timeout called by Coach Johnson. And the Bearcats leading by 5 points, 21 seconds left to go in the fourth. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back in. The Bearcats lead by 5, and they can't get ahead of themselves. There's still 21 seconds. A lot can happen. But, Flea, what have you and Cage, guys, what have you seen tonight? What have been your takeaways?
I mean, this Grafton team has played really disciplined tonight. They haven't taken that many bad shots. They've played really good defense against Philippi, and they might escape Scotty Hamilton tonight with a win.
Yeah, Grafton's definitely started to play as a team now from that fourth quarter, because in the first half, only 1-2 players really took over. But once they finally all got that chemistry up going, you can't touch them.
And we have seen this team grow. Wolf pulls up. 3-ball is no good. And possession will go to the Bearcats.
Grafton just might do it. The Philippi fans hitting the exits.
Full court pressure. Markley's fouled hard, and he's going to head back to the free throw line. And this team this year, Flea, I mean, we knew it was going to be a rebuilding year, and yet to win a game, but it looks like they might come out on top tonight in big fashion here at Grafton High School.
The bench is ready.
The bench is ready. We're ready. We might storm the court. I don't know. Markley misses that one. Misses both. Good rebound from Stemple. He's on it. And Jacob Moats will be fouled again. And things look promising.
Yes, they do. Players having a little bit of laughs out there right now.
And the Bearcats have controlled overtime. They came down to the wire in the fourth. Moats' shot is up and good. 15 for him tonight. And it's kind of poetic, guys. We struggled to get our broadcast going tonight. The Bearcats have struggled all year long to get a win, and they finally do it here inside of the Scotty Hamilton Gym. Your final score, 51-45. The Bearcats, their first win of the year in a big rivalry game against the Colts. We got some post-game coverage coming up. Stay with us here on the Grafton Sports Network. Well, boys, the Bearcats finally did it. They come out with a win, and what a game it was. Overtime, and what are your thoughts, gentlemen?
I mean, it had us on our feet. I mean, I just want to say that at first,
It
but
did.
Grafton played really good. They showed what they can really do if they just do the small things, and they did that tonight in the fourth quarter and overtime.
And they've struggled to do the little things and turn it into big things. Haven't found much rhythm this year, and they just needed a win. And I think this win is really important to them. They've got, how many games they got left? Let me see. Three games left, and really just a solid win over a good Barbour Colts team. So, moving forward, how do you think this is going to affect them in the next games to come? I mean, you still only have one win on the year.
Yeah, exactly. They cannot get ahead of themselves. I mean, they got a really big win here, but they got to stay composed. Got to get these 3 wins somehow, and they'll finish the season pretty hot.
And looking at the score tonight, point-wise, the Bearcats, Jacob Moats led the way with 15 points. He showed up very big in the second half and in overtime. Dylan America 9. Mason Markley had 7. And Tucker Stemple also had a good showing. I believe he had 13 on the night. And for the Colts, Logan Watson 9, Patrick Webster 7, Malachi Polding leading the way with 13, and Cale Wolf 7, Landon Carpenter 6. And they had a lot of guys that could score on the floor. We did too. And it was a really good battle, back and forth. We had, I think, like 4 or 5 different lead changes, a couple ties. So it was just a solid performance tonight here in a big rivalry game, and the Bearcats desperately needed that win. And they still have a chance to make a state's run. We don't know if they will. And you guys got anything else to add?
I'm good, man.
All right, well, the final score, 51-45. The Grafton Bearcats come out with a win. They now move to 1-15. The Colts move to 6-13. And the Colts take on Fairmont Senior at Senior on the 27th. And the Bearcats will take on East Fairmont at home this Thursday at 7:30. And they also play North Marion coming up here on the 20th. That game will be on the road. So we'll see if the Bearcats can get some more wins here on the year. They get their first of the year, 1-15. Final score 51-45. We'd like to thank you for watching us tonight, and we appreciate your support here of the Grafton Sports Network. Have a great night, everybody. God bless.